Honorable Musalia Mudavadi.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to join you during this momentous occasion for the launch of the Pearson Virtual University Enterprises Test Center here in Nairobi. This is indeed a significant milestone, not just for Kenya, but also for our partners in the East African community and beyond. The Pearson VUE Test Center is a regional hub for administering the globally coveted National Council licensure examination. Registered nurse examinations that are mandatory for nurses seeking to practice in the United States, Canada, and Australia. It is the second in Africa, after South Africa, for certifying and licensing of nursing professionals. This will enable nurses qualifying from our public and private training institutions to meet the requirements of securing international jobs where the demand for nursing skills is ever rising. It will ease the current burden of our nurses having to travel to either South Africa or India to sit for these exams. We have 2,000 nursing professionals who have taken these exams in the recent past and are now awaiting interviews for job placements abroad. Now, the Pearson footprint here offers us a great opportunity to rapidly scale up the licensing and certification of our nurses well beyond these numbers. We can considerably increase the number of nurses taking these exams, particularly if we align the Pearson test process with our nursing training curricula. Let us appreciate Honorable Mohamed Nur, our own diaspora Kenyan, who has spearheaded this initiative in partnership with the State Department for Diaspora Affairs and the Kenyan Embassy in Washington, D.C. For us in government, this is an important initiative that is aligned to our bottom-up economic transformation agenda of empowering Kenyans to share their knowledge and skills beyond our borders. It is also consistent with the task of supporting Kenyans in the diaspora to harness more opportunities for foreign direct investment, employment, and enterprise development. Beyond creating jobs, this will increase diaspora remittances and enable our nurses to share the skills and experiences acquired abroad with their colleagues back home. Ladies and gentlemen, my office will work closely with the Ministry of Health and other technical and professional institutions in the nursing ecosystem to deepen our engagement with Pearson International to ensure that we maximize the benefits of their presence here. We will also work closely with the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection to expand opportunities for Kenyans working abroad. This will contribute significantly to our strategy for coordinated labor migration. Further, it will foster collaboration and knowledge exchange among healthcare professionals and ultimately enhance the employment prospects abroad for skilled Kenyans in the global healthcare sector. Let us all support this initiative to use diaspora investment knowledge and skills to enhance shared prosperity among all Kenyans. It is now my pleasure to declare the Pearson View Test Center officially open.
Hapo ndio mnapiga makofi na vigelegele. You may be seated, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Thank you.
Let me just take 2 extra minutes or so. First, to really thank Erica and the entire team. Once again, just to re-emphasize this. And to thank all the people who have pieced this together. The PSS here, the Ministry of Health, and all those professionals and leaders in various capacities. Thank you so much for getting us here. Yesterday, we had a very robust debate. Madam Nakumiche has alluded to it. The President of Kenya was actually raving to go. I may use those words, raving to go, saying that we really need to get this moving. So we have some good news to deliver to him on this aspect. But more important, I think we just need to appreciate, and I want to bring out some of the folly that we politicians land into. A political colleague of mine was making statements not too long ago and saying very pedestrian statements like, why do you want to create jobs or get jobs for Kenyans outside? Create the jobs here. To some extent, maybe he has a point, but in reality, we are now in a globalized environment. It's not about being static anymore. It's about harnessing opportunities in different parts of the world, in different fields. And he missed one particular point, that if today Kenya is drawing about $4 billion on an annual basis from our Kenyans who are working and residing beyond the borders. If you stifle the growth of the Kenyans who are beyond our borders, we shall not be able to grow that $4 billion to 6 billion, to 8 billion, and eventually to $1 trillion or $10 billion, which would be about $1 trillion. We must remember that the more Kenyans get engaged out there, and the more we get in terms of remittances, then those remittances come back here and help in creating jobs here. So you cannot talk about why create jobs or why get them jobs there. Their remittances are the ones that are running factories here. Their remittances are the ones that are enabling agriculture to grow in different parts of the country. So it is a relationship that we must nurture, we must develop, we must defend, and we must consolidate going forward. Finally, I want to remind you that Kenya is visa-free. We have made that bold step. Kenya is a visa-free destination. That is critical. So I'm giving you a big message. You can come in and you can come out visa-free. There's something else I must remind you, which people tend to forget. If you're an investor here, Kenya is the most liberal financial market in the region. There are no exchange restrictions. You can convert your currency at any one time. If you're an investor and you want to repatriate your profits, you have no problem in repatriating your profits. So come and make them here, and your shareholders will be happy. I bring out these points because they are intertwined in what Pearson is doing here, because as they test more people, apart from the service and the platform they are giving us, they as an institution also have to answer to their partners and to their shareholders. And there'll be questions that, hey, are we getting anything out of Kenya in the next financial year or not? I want to be able to tell you that once you make the profit here, your shareholders or partners will be very happy. So this is the home. Hapa ni nyumbani for Pearsons. Hapa ni nyumbani, na ni nyumbani kwa nyinyi nyote. Tunawakaribisha, na vile Rais wa Jamhuri alisema, ukienda nyumbani kwako hauhitaji visa. When you are going back to your home, you don't need a visa. This is Kenya for you, and congratulations everybody for bringing us to this level. And we wish the ones who will go through this channel every success, and may they do their bit. The thousands of nurses that are going to go through this process, may they on their part do their bit and maintain the integrity that is expected of nurses. There is what in the medical world is called the hypocritic, what do you call it? Yeah, that oath that they take. All right? They take it for their profession. But now they need to look at it this way, that they are the front runners, the forebearers, the harbingers for thousands of others who are going to come after them. And therefore, they must hold themselves with all the integrity that is necessary so that everybody will be craving for the Kenyan nurse. Integrity must not be compromised as they go into this new space. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.
Your Excellency.
All right, let's do the countdown. 3, 2, 1. May I now officially launch the Pearson Center officially open.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the official launch of the Pearson Group. Wapi makofi na vigelegele.
Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana.
Tuimbe kwa pamoja.
Wageni mwakaribishwa. Kenya yetu hakuna matata. Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni mwakaribishwa. Kenya yetu hakuna matata.
Kenya nchi nzuri,
Hakuna matata.
kweli yapendeza.
Hakuna matata.
Wapi makofi na vigelegele. We can now do the official photo here, Your Excellency. We are going up now to cut the ribbon at the center to mark the official.
In the picture. Okay. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we are. Wapi makofi, wapi makofi.